Hi everyone, my name is Lillian and this video is created in collaboration with JA Quebec, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to provide young people with tools to develop their knowledge and skills in personal finance, starting a business and preparing for the job market. I'm excited to be here today to share my knowledge with you. So I was born in Taiwan, which is an island of mainland China. My family moved to Vancouver when I was young, and then I moved to Ontario for university. About three years ago, I came to Quebec, and now I'm working for Mercer Montreal. I clearly remember when I was in third years of university, I did a 1 year academic exchange program to Japan. It was really one of the best years I had in my life. It was very long enough that I was able to learn about Japanese culture, lifestyle, and language, but short enough that I wasn't really missing my family and friends. So I strongly suggest everyone who has dreamed about living in a different country try to do it through an academic exchange. So through your school. In Ontario, we don't have CGIP. I graduated from a 4 years program in commerce at my school. With spending 1 year abroad, I didn't want to spend one more year looking for an internship and postpone my graduation even further. So when I graduated, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. So I just randomly submitted my resume and I jumped onto the first offer I got. My first job was a job at the bank's call center. So where I pick up the phone, I try to sell like the bank's product. I didn't like it at all, but it later helped me to get my second job, which started my career in the financial industry. The fun thing about my job as an associate investment consultant is that I don't do the same things every day. My day depends on the project I'm involved. Some days I do research on a particular client, or on a particular topic for a client, or some days I'm in meetings to improve a current process. What I love about my career is that there's like never-ending topics to learn if you like things money related or finance or investment. So today the topic I want to talk to you about is the difference between debts, loans, and grants. Debt is basically the money owed or due. When we say someone is in financial debt, that means the person has spent the money they do not own and need to pay such money back with high interest. For example, credit card debt. Many people I know have been trying to pay off their credit card debt for years because it's often hard for them to afford the interest rate at 21%. So they really, every time they pay back, it only goes towards their interest and they would never be able to pay back their principal. So it's a vicious cycle and that just keep on rolling. And then now we come to a loan, which is a predetermined amount of money that is borrowed and expected to be paid back. For example, student loans and car loans. The terms and conditions are usually determined in advance with a lower interest rate and the longer period to pay back. The third one is grants. It is the best of the three. It is the money given to you for free without having to pay back. For example, government grants. The only reason that I could afford my academic exchange was because the government of Japan provided grants to exchange students under my program. It really helped a tons because the cost of living was high in Japan, and it was really worth exploring what government grants or scholarships are available for you, like in your school or the university that you're going to, because it's basically free money. So now I have some tips and tricks for you. Number one, when using a credit card, try to treat it as like spending cash. If you only have $200 in your account, Don't go and buy like a new iPhone or an iPad on your credit card because you think your $200 can cover minimum payment for a few bills. Yeah, so that's not wise, and definitely don't do that. And number two, don't be afraid of taking out loans as long as you have the means and you're making plans to pay it back. I'm not sure about Quebec, but when I studied in Ontario, I had a student loan. I found there were many bursaries, like kind of like a student assistance, like scholarship, that students could apply if they have a student loan. A bursary is only given to students who need help, and having a student loan prove that you needed help. Moreover, the government would send like randomly like send letters to me, I remember, to tell me that my student loan was reduced by like a certain amount because I had a student loan, so they gave me some sort of grants. And number three, like when applying to a university, find out what kind of scholarship or grants you can apply. I think there are many scholarships, but like people weren't aware of, and some of them just requires the person to apply and they basically get it. Yeah, so there's like tons of options if you want to get more grants for your tuition. I think this is a very good option to see what's available to you, what you qualify for, and sometimes maybe it requires you to do a little bit extra work, or write a few pages um, of paragraphs, or to describe why you're eligible for this scholarship. But then at the end, I think it's all worth it. It will definitely help you with your tuition fees. Yeah, so I think this is it from me. If you want to know more about any topics covered, or if you want to see how much you have learned, feel free to visit the JA Quebec website. I hope my session is at least a little bit helpful, and thank you for watching and participating. Have a great day.